Alright, what's good? This is just going to be another Outlook video. Missed one yesterday, but it's literally the exact same. Actually, we'll do a little trade recap within it on Euro that I stuffed up to something that I explained in the previous video, which was the higher time frame liquidity. Anyways, we'll hop into the trade recap, I guess. So here, this was the trade I took yesterday. Honestly, it was really clean from the start, and we ended up running to like a 1. I don't know, 8 or something like that. Yeah. So it was decent. I was hoping to take it down towards these lows, but I missed the wrong move. Regardless, everyone makes mistakes. That's fine. I can't always be top ticking the market. I mean, I did for a 1 to 8. I pulled partials, stopped break even. I didn't lose, but anyways, so coming into yesterday, obviously we had this previous little liquidity that we swept, created all of these orders and a whole lot more inducement. This was giving me a lot of confidence, specifically because this leg here lined up with the hourly, 2 hour, and I guess you could say a little 4 hour zone here as well. Anyways, regardless, coming into it, I took it off of the 30-minute refine zone here, as you can see, and after it tapped us in, which was literally on this wick, just here, perfect little entry. It rejected straight off, and then we consolidated for about an hour. As you can see here, tapped us in, came down, consolidated, just could not push past this fair value gap. So, as we came back up to this little white line, you can see this was the 15-minute. That's what I was wanting to take my original entry off of. And if I did, I honestly probably would have taken it just to these lows. But regardless, I didn't take re-entry, as you can see. Probably would have been smart in hindsight, but obviously, as I said before, you can't win them all. It's as simple as that. We still got a nice trade. Yes, we got stopped break even, but we secured partials. I pulled two sets of partials. I pulled partials here, and then I pulled partials once we broke these lows because I went to bed. So I pulled a little more than 50% of my position there. So we secured pretty decent profits. Anyways, going into the outlook for today, we'll remove all of this. Um, chuck this magnet back on. So within the outlook today, what I was talking about in our previous outlook video and what I was telling the chat yesterday when I was streaming, by the way, feel free to go look in the Discord. I stream pretty much every day with positions that I take, what I'm thinking on like live time, what's going to happen in the market. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, join in. It's not, don't take it as free signals. Take it as learning. Take it as learning rather than signals. But regardless, I do drop signals when I enter a position, when I'm going to take one. For instance, this little one we took yesterday. Where I lost faith was actually here while we're on the 4 hour. As you can see, 4 hour here, I had this inducement marked out. The 4 hour didn't close below, and that's when I knew most likely going to get stopped out. But anyways, regardless, we have just swept this higher time frame liquidity that I was talking about. And we've just pushed past these bodies and rejected them. As well as that, on the 4 hour time frame, if we draw out our 50% range from where this actual aggressive sell-off happened from, up here, aggressive sell-off down to here, we have just hit the premium. And we've just retraced above the 50% mark. We have also formed equal lows down here, which are a huge, huge draw. So what I'm looking for today is hopefully some sort of reaction. Well, sorry, some sort of clean break of structure, preferably on the 30-minute if we could break below this. This is just a lot of volume to work through. But regardless, as you can see, this was really strong in just Asia opened right here. It had a directive, right? You got to think how the banks and institutions think, right? Asia opened, let's sweep out orders. We want to come back down. That's what I'm thinking at the moment anyways. I don't know if that's true or not, but regardless, that is my genuine thought process into why we got such a strong move in Asia. Asia usually does not do this. So, as you can see, in about 3 or 4 30-minute candles, we had this high time frame liquidity swept on the 4 hour here, right? And then we pushed up into these orders. And as you can see, The 4-hour has rejected perfectly. So honestly, all I'm waiting for now going into London is to get some sort of break. Honestly, maybe take a little scalp position off of something like this. And then we can refine it a little bit more. Say we come down. We're now in the 50% area. Say we just reach this. Then we come back up, form a little bit of inducement, down, back up, fill our entry. And honestly, could be taking it all the way down to there. But to play it safe, honestly, probably wait for an hourly to 4-hour market structure shift. So once we get a break below here, then start looking for retracement up into a zone to sell from, or wait for confirmation, sell from it, and start to target these equal lows. This is where I think our next draw will be. Potentially even by the end of the week, I think we reach here. So I am really favoring shorts, even still now, on Euro USD, hopping into GU. I'm looking for the exact same thing. In fact, we've got a little bit more confirmation due to the fact we've swept out more of these descending highs, as you can see here. So we've swept those out. That was last night. We swept these out. That was also last night. I don't know if I think we swept these as well. We swept these out also. We swept one, even this little bump here, 2, 3, 4, 4 sets of inducement or liquidity, whatever you want to call it. As well as that, if we draw, same as Euro, from here down to the bottom wick of our aggressive sell-off here, we are now up in the 50 percentile range. You could even draw it to here from where the aggressive was. Just straight sell-off. We're now above the 50 percentile range, which means we are likely going to come down. With GU, however, I have a further target. These equal lows here. I'm hoping we can finally drop onto these, but it's more likely it'll be an area like this week. It's closer, more likely, but honestly, exact same outlook as I do for Euro. Wait for a clean break on the higher time frames. 30, probably same with the 15 minute, 15, we copped a little bit of an earlier break of structure. Exact same zone as Euro. This is when you know it's good. We are starting to form the same. We're reciprocating each other prices, reciprocating. As you can see, push up, liquidity, liquidity, liquidity. That's all orders wanted to do on Asia Open. Literally from 11 a.m., same as Euro. So once we swept those orders, we came down and we formed, you can't even make that up. The same zone. The same zone. So honestly, today, I'm probably going to look for shorts. Yes, we copped a little break of structure, you could say, on the 15 minute here. That's nice. But a higher time frame break of structure, like the 30, hourly, potentially even the 2. It's not a 2 hour, but the hourly here as well. Regardless, if we break this on the hourly, we're inversing a 2-hour gap. So it's good enough confirmation on the 2 hour. Yes, you could necessarily wait, like I said, same for Euro, and get a breakdown here. Then look for a supply zone somewhere in this leg down to short all the way down to, for example, these lows, those lows. But if you're taking an intraday trade, something a little shorter, honestly, a position like this on GU, where are we looking at? EU as well. Although not a 30 zone, you could short from up here, I guess, but just going to have to see what price action does tonight. All I'm saying is shorts are really, really, really favored in my opinion at the moment, simply because we have swept out all these little bumps in the road now. GU in particular, all of these descending highs have just been swept. Potentially even the bodies have been touched here as well. And we're rejecting from it. It's quite clear that we are likely going to come down. That's what I'm favoring at the moment, honestly. And in the DXY, we got that push down into this, to this overall controlling demand. We have broken all of these highs. Now we've pushed down into this controlling demand zone, and we are likely to head back up. Very, very likely. We got the push down, swept out orders, all the liquidity. Now it's time to head up, which means for GU and EU, we are likely to head down. So going into London, New York, honestly looking for shorts. I don't think I need to cover much more than this pair because I'm not really looking at anything else. For instance, USD JPY. We were looking for shorts yesterday. We made this, well, we gave the call in the live stream that we were looking for shorts here. As you can see, really nice top wick entry. Honestly beautiful. A few others were looking at GJ shorts. I did not, it was from the 30-minute zone here. The refined, as you can see, also played out perfectly to the wick. I did not take these, unfortunately, because I decided not to set a limit and go to sleep. But regardless, two really nice wick entries from yesterday. You could even call the euro a wick entry. I didn't, well, it was partials, then a break even, caught by a wick, but regardless, today, tomorrow, depending on whether we get this higher time frame confirmation that I'm looking for, I think we start to sell off fairly soon because we're going into the end of the week now. It's Thursday. I honestly think from this afternoon, well, my afternoon in Sydney onwards to tomorrow, we start selling off. I just want to wait for this confirmation. If it doesn't, and we have to wait till next week for confirmation, I honestly don't care. The conviction I have in these shorts, as you can see from me taking this yesterday, I thought I had enough conviction here. Now I have a lot more conviction that we moved all the way up here to sweep these. We, yeah, we are going to end up coming back down. These equal lows on euro are such a nice target. I'm loving. But anyways, without getting too excited, just gonna have to wait to see what the market does. As I said, feel free to join the Discord. I'll have the invite link in the description down below. Literally everything's free. I stream for free. I've got most of my strategy up there for free. All source is open, so it does not harm you at all to join and support the community because it's growing and will continue to do so.